And as is our usual practice, we'll start with Don O'Leary.
Ladies and gentlemen, commissioners, county manager and attorney, I'd like to start today's meeting with an apology for some of the things that I accused you of, along with the former commissioners in the past. I assume due to patterns of events that you are intelligibly involved with the UN's curriculum and in partnership to deliberately participate in selling this out in conjunction with the New World Order. After having dialect and open mind, it occurred to me you were led into the majority patterns through ICLEI's lobbying at the national level, leading you to these ends. Your mindset is where mine was only 5 or 6 years ago before I awakened to the harsh realities of our present state of affairs. I assume a spark is kindled within you where you're finding out the truth and reality. Commissioner Price can attest back then I even voted for Obama and was an average guy that accepted what was popular. I woke up to the perfect pure clarity of reality, what reality was, while researching suppressed energy technologies. I ran across Lindsey Williams discussing his association with the elitists discussing dominating the world and using oil to do it back in the late 60s in Alaska as they took him in while he was a chaplain at an oil rig. What was discussed made perfect sense and put every question, acquisition, and association of the dismantling of America in perfect light and seen clearly. It led me to research further and discover the demolition of buildings 1, 2, and 7 of the World Trade Center using nanothermate on 9/11/2001. It was then when I truly woke up and began the process of relearning everything I was lied to about since the day I was born. In a nutshell, this is how the world power structure works. The true world leaders and puppet masters controlling all, including all aspects of our Fed, are the Luciferian, yes, they worship the devil, Lucifer, 13 families. The families are Astor, Bundy, Collins, DuPont, Freeman, Kennedy, Lee, Onassis, Reynolds, Rothschild, Russell, Van Deven, and the Merovingian family, the European royal families. And let's not forget Disney, Krupp, and the McDonald families who are players in all this. Folks like the Rockefellers are local American thorns in our butts, funding many social engineering programs and architects that form many foundations and funds to alter and demoralize our society here in the U.S. They also help form the UN, but can be contained by those above mentioned. There are other world cabals and secret societies, such as the White Dragons, across all of Asia countries and beyond. The CIA was comprised of the OSS and the Gestapo in the late 40s during Operation Paperclip, when they brought most of the big shot and big wheel Germans over here and gave them cushy jobs in our government. The Nuremberg trials were for the pawns. They built up this country's wealth and are now using our military-industrial complex in conjunction with the UN in an attempt to attain world domination, a.k.a. the New World Order. They deliberately moved all of our technology and industry around the world and are bankrupting us in order to bring down the United States because they cannot pull it off as long as we're intact. That's why they want our guns. They're using all of these false flag black ops and psyops as a tool to do it. Some historic to evoke war, and some recent to erode our Constitution. And yes, I'm talking about Pearl Harbor, Gulf of Tonkin, John and Bobby Kennedy assassinations, Martin Luther King assassination, Northwood, Operation Ajax, Operation Gladio, Waco, the Oklahoma Federal Building, 9/11, the 3 World Trade Center demolitions, Columbine, Virginia Tech, Aurora, Sandy Hook, which was totally staged, and most recently the Boston Marathon bombing, along with countless others. Have you noticed that most of the shooters ended up dead? How convenient. Osama bin Laden died 10 years ago, but they needed a boogeyman to scare us into giving up our rights and liberties. So it seems the new patsy Muslim kid, CIA plant in Boston, who conveniently can't talk, will start the chain of new boogeyman to scare the American sheeple. Folks, we can't just sit around and let the foreign overthrown feds keep blowing up, shooting our men, women, and kids anymore. These are the same mastermind Luciferians that bring us ICLEI and Agenda 21 to destroy us from within at the local level. Let's work together, brothers and sisters, and disallow this madness in our county. And may Yeshua, Jesus, be in your heart and help guide you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. O'Leary, and you've been so good about observing the 3-minute limits previously that I didn't want to set a precedent, but I did want to give you the opportunity to finish.